for Freedom on icradionetwork.com every Sunday at 3 p.m. MDT and 10 p.m. UK time for guests and political music live from the Colorado studio.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. Today is Sunday, October 9th, 2011, and we are here with Musicians for Freedom. This is our segment weekly where we add music to the list of the information that we give you so that we can lighten it up a bit. As our friend Vinnie Eastwood says, the lighter side of genocide. And now today we are moving forward with Charlene Holt will be joining us from musiciansforfreedom.com. Charlene, you there?
I'm here. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Why don't you introduce us now to your friends who are also here? Well, they're my friends as well, but this is the Musicians for Freedom part of the show, so take it away, Charlene.
Great. Well, thanks, Karen. Today we're hoping to have Zak Carter. He's our featured musician at my website, musiciansforfreedom.com. And Zak is heading up the Rock the Revolution tour, which has been inspired by the Ron Paul Love-olution. And Zak is a musician and a former soldier and an activist. And he's been very well connected recently, in recent months, and has lined up a lot of musicians. And they're going to be performing in towns all over the United States.
So that is Smoking from Voodoo Stingray.
Oh, are we hearing an echo?
We are.
Yeah, I'm getting like a feedback.
Yeah, that's very funny. So why don't we have another break? And if you don't mind, Billy Blaze, we will play a song of yours, Open Your Eyes, and I'll try to reconnect. Please stay tuned.
Okay.
We are right back.
Join Musicians for Freedom on icradionetwork.com every Sunday at 3 p.m. MDT and 10 p.m. UK time for guests and political music live from the Colorado studio.
Open your eyes. Is everything better? Remember when you were a child? Mama didn't change a lot, so you always knew right from wrong. You didn't have to worry about someone wanting your land or taking your home. How can you look at the world today and not get emotional? How can you think that this would all be okay when everyone you love is hurting? Have you gotten so used to ignoring the truth? Can't you tell that the lion open your eyes? Is everything better? Remember the dream. That's the American dream. Did they bust your bubble? Now someone else is raising your kids just so they can tax you double. Have you got so little so much. Don't you care anymore? Well, I would rather live free than to die a slave. And I'm ready to back it up. How can you look at the world today and not get emotional? How can you think that this would all be okay when everyone you love is hurting? Have you gotten so used to ignoring the truth? Man, can't you tell that the lying? Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Is everything better? Is everything better now? Well, things can only get better.
Well, we're back with United We Strike and Musicians for Freedom, and it would not be United We Strike if we weren't dealing with some OSMs, which is the adult version of oh crap moments that always seem to happen when you're on air, just about ready to go live. So we are going to be moving on now then with the program. You've just heard a really beautiful melody from Billy Blaze, who is guesting with us today. Welcome, Billy, to the program.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be on.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Now, you and Charlene already are familiar with each other.
Yes, just recently.
Okay, Charlene, why don't you tell us how you knew about Billy Blaze?
I just got a comment from Billy on the bottom of a page at my website, musiciansforfreedom.com. And up until that point, I don't think that I was aware, but that doesn't mean much because there just are so many talented musicians in the freedom movement. And apparently Billy is a friend of Zak Carter, who's heading up the Rock the Revolution tour. So I'm over here at my October 2011 Featured Activist Zak Carter page on my website, and there are a bunch of musicians that are going to be on tour that Zak's putting together. And so, Billy, you're one of the musicians on tour with Zak, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Great. Where do you live?
I am about 30 miles west of Fort Worth, Texas.
Nice. When is Zak going to actually be there in Fort Worth, Texas, with you on the tour, or how's that going to work for you down there?
Well, they're going to have a show in Austin, Texas, and then they're going to have a show in Dallas, Texas at the House of Blues. And we're kind of working it out right now, and I'll probably pick up the tour when they go to Austin and then possibly go on for the rest of the tour through the United States.
Nice. Well, when are they going to be coming through Austin?
I don't have the date written down. It's on the website though. RockTheRevolutionTour.com has all the cities and the dates of when they're going to be in those towns listed on the site.
Okay, let's see. So we're going to the site. Location.
It's in November, but I can't remember the date.
All right. Austin, Texas is going to be November 8th. And Dallas, Texas is going to be November 10th. Yeah, I remember.
Sounds right.
Yeah, I used to live down in Dallas and Deep Ellum, right? That's where the Deep Ellum blues were first originated, weren't they?
Yeah, there's a big surge of a live music coming out of this area, and they also have started doing a lot of film out here too, because they found that it's we've got studios in Las Colinas, Texas, which is around Dallas, and it's the studios have found out it's quite a bit cheaper to make films here in Texas than in California. So it's really kind of, it's been real beneficial for a lot of artists, because there's a lot of attention in this area, so a lot of people are getting picked up from here.
Now, Billy, what woke you up to the political scene and to what's going on?
Well, I've kind of, as a kid, some kids, realize that they don't really know what's wrong, but they just feel like something's, askew, out of place, and I've kind of been that way all my life, and I actually, have been, just not real happy with the way things are going in this country, and I really didn't feel like that there was a chance for anything to change until I heard of Ron Paul. And so I started getting involved with that. I became a delegate for Ron Paul, and got out in the freezing cold campaigning, and I loved it because I felt like I was actually doing something that was going to help my country. And it's for the first time in my life, and I'm 44 years old this month. There's been somebody that I have faith in, and I can look at their track record. So yeah, that's really kind of what got me into it. Is I saw a candidate that was actually worth my vote. And
how long ago?
That was in 2007, late 2006, okay. Early 2007.
Oh, you have a fan here, Crinator. Says hi. That's who Ken.
Oh yeah.
Ken is. There you go. He's listening to you today.
Yeah, great guy.
He is. He's helped us out at United We Strike quite a bit here, and we're grateful to him.
Awesome.
So when did you start writing political music?
Well, around about the same time. It's funny because I actually started writing it before I knew of Ron Paul. And so I just started kind of writing there, and at the time I was writing the music, I was like, "Wow, people are really not going to like me for this." But I didn't really care. So, and I was really kind of shocked that it's done so well, and I have a name in the freedom movement because of it. But I'm really pleased with that, and it also inspires me to write more. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Wow, that's really awesome. I haven't written that many political songs. I'm getting ready to do that. I made an album back in about 2000, when I was deep in the matrix still. So
yeah.
And since I woke up, I started doing this activism thing, and there's just so many different threads that come into Musicians for Freedom, because I do featured artists and featured musicians and featured filmmakers and featured activists every month, plus keeping up with just the news in general. And now I've got this whole sovereignty thing with Bert, that we're all doing here in Colorado, so I really like the fact that we're bringing it, back home, to our own selves. We're occupying ourselves, so instead of the solution being out there, which I have nothing wrong at all with people supporting Ron Paul and voting for Ron Paul and the Occupy movements. It all works together. And that's what United We Strike is all about. And that's Karen's vision too, is that we all work together. We're all just running alongside the beast with our spears, and we're going to take down the New World Order. And everybody's got their own approach to how to do this. So it's been a real busy time for me, but I'm looking forward to writing some political songs.
It's addicting.
I wish I had had the discipline to learn how to really sit there and learn to play the guitar or something. Billy, I'm a vocalist. I've been in different bands on and off all my life, but always just as the singer. I write lyrics, but I always wanted to sing so badly that I never could stand to try and accompany myself because there was no way. So I just put down the guitar and sing.
Well, if somebody asked me 20 years ago if I would be playing, singing, writing my own music, I would have laughed in their face. You have to start somewhere, and then you go through these little building blocks, like I told myself, well, I'll never be able to chord fast enough to play a complete song, and I got past that, and then I was like, well, I'll never be able to sing and play, and I got past that, and then I was like, I'll never be able to write my own music, and, it's just you got to break through these barriers, but if you keep at it, all it is really is memorization. So once you get your fingers used to doing what you want them to do, it's kind of like riding a bike. You don't even think about it.
That's what I've heard. So I don't know if I'll ever get there, but I keep plugging away with music. And this is nice because this program brings it back to me. And sometimes as well, we've got Charlene will connect her speakers and her system, and we'll play live. And that's also really a treat. So we're grateful to have this venue. Now, you've got a tune called Think. Would you like to tell us about that? And then we'll play that so the audience can hear you. And
yeah,
that
song is it was actually kind of personal to me, and that's why there's a couple of lyrics in there that are personal to me. And I've had there's one in there about being able to smoke cigarettes, where you want to and things. And a lot of people have commented on that, and they said, well, the whole it's not right to smoke, secondhand smoke kind of issue. And the point I was making is it's my own personal freedom. And that's what I wanted to inspire in everybody else is like, you have your own personal freedom. This song is kind of about me, but the hardest thing to do is to write a song that's vague enough to everyone, but something that's personal enough to you where you can sing it with passion and write it with passion. And, but yeah, the song is just basically about kind of being fed up with everything and just my expression of what I was feeling at the time.
Well, cool. Detlef, you got that going for us?
Join Musicians for Freedom on icradionetwork.com every Sunday at 3 p.m. MDT and 10 p.m. UK time for guests and political music live from the Colorado studio.
Want another day, I want another way. I wanna feel like it's Saturday morning and there ain't no school today. I wanna have it back, all that I've lost. And I would use a gun and live on the run if that were the cost. 'Cause this ain't right, this ain't good. I don't need someone to tell me what I can't do and what I should. I wanna opt out of the life I'm in. And if I had to tell you what went wrong, I wouldn't know where to begin. I wanna be free, wouldn't that be neat? I wanna drive my car without a seatbelt and have a smoke after I eat. I wanna see men stand up and say, we've had enough and we're taking back our country here today. 'Cause this ain't right, this ain't good. I don't need someone to tell me what I can't do and what I should. I wanna opt out of the life I'm in. And if I had to tell you what went wrong, I wouldn't know where to begin. Don't you remember our brothers that died for you and me? Please don't give up your freedoms for false security. Yeah, this ain't right, this ain't good. I don't need somebody If I had to tell you what went wrong, if I had to tell you what went wrong, I wouldn't know where to begin.
All right, we just finished hearing a Billy Blaze tune, and it's a beautiful melody, as all of his music is. Billy, thank you. We're glad you're here today.
Thank you.
And now it seems we have the elusive Zak Carter, who has been busy. We had technical issues. Zak is an Army veteran of Kosovo and Iraq. He supported the Ron Paul campaign. He was kicked out of the service for making a video. We've got that video on the schedule. If you folks want it, you can contact me or else Zak. Actually, why don't you tell folks a little bit about who you are, how you got this rolling, and then we'll get some more music here from Billy Blaze.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on. I like you said, I'm an Army veteran and chose to support Ron Paul in 2007 by making that video that got me kicked out of the service. And I would do it all over again. I have more pride in making that video and saying the things I said in it than anything else I did in uniform. And I hope to make a much bigger contribution to the Ron Paul campaign this time around with this Rock the Revolution tour. It's completely grassroots, separate from any official function with the campaign, and it's going to be pretty exciting. We've got amazing artists like Billy, who I hope to get his name and his music out there to more people. And then we've also had some people who've already had some commercial success, and I think that is going to help all of us all the way around. Help Billy's name get out there more, and the other Liberty artists that we have that are a part of this, and it's going to be exciting. It already is exciting.
As you're traveling too, you have to see if you can connect with Paul Topetti and Poker Face. They're out at the other side of the country.
Yeah, Paul will be playing when we get over to the East Coast. Definitely.
Now, how did you meet Billy?
I posted on the Daily Paul when I had, I can't take credit for this idea of, having a nationwide, concert tour in support of Ron Paul. There's that great quote from Ron Paul himself that, he said, I always knew that if you were going to have a revolution, you needed two things, young people and music. And so that combined with hearing other people talk about it, it just needed somebody like me who has the ability to work for free for, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week for half a year. And the connections that I've made over, since I got kicked out of the service, working on congressional campaigns and a Senate campaign. And, I put that I was going to, move this from idea to reality on dailypaul.com. And it got a lot of I got a lot of feedback, a lot of very positive feedback, very fast, and that's how I got in touch with Billy there.
Now, Billy, because I'm not sure yet how long you have. You've got another song here, Tears of the Young. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Tears of the Young so that we can get some more of your music in here and some more of your thoughts?
Well, most of my music has been acoustic, just me and a guitar. That's going to be changing with my next CD. I'm going to have a little mixture of both. It's going to be full band back and just me and the guitar. But this particular song is all about bad legislation, for one. and that's where the lyric in there comes across the hill. But then it's about these soldiers that are going over there, and the price that we pay as a country with losing these good folks over a phony war. And so it's about that, and it's about the revolution itself gaining popularity and getting stronger in this country and all around the globe.
It is doing that. Detlef, would you play that for us, please?
Oh, yes, sure. So just stay on. We'll be right back and listen to this great tune.
This is Musicians for Freedom on UWS Community Radio and the International Community Radio Network.
Coming for you and me.
That was Tears of the Young by Billy Blaze. And Billy, thank you very much because you just let us know that that was a debut.
A premiere, actually. You know, that's wonderful.
Thank you guys for playing it.
That's amazing. May I use this over here in Europe as well on my Wake News Radio?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Billy.
Awesome. And now we do want to introduce you. We've got Smokey back from VoodooStingray.com. So Billy Blaze, meet Smokey, who's now in Nashville.
Hello, Billy.
Hi there. Very nice to meet you.
I like the tune.
Thank you.
So you're going to be on tour and you're headed through Nashville. It'd be great to see you guys.
Yeah, I don't know if Billy's going to be able to. Billy, you're definitely invited to do as much of the tour as you can possibly do. But most of the artists on the tour are going to be doing their home regions. How much can you do, Billy?
Well, I just have to work that out. I've got some gigs on the books right now. I'm trying to get as much press locally as I possibly can to help the tour and as also bring the whole idea behind what we're doing all this for to light locally. And I'm getting pretty far with that too. I've got they're doing a story on me Tuesday, and I'm definitely going to plug the tour and as many folks as I can in this thing. But a lot of things are popping up like that because of the music.
Yeah, and part of my idea behind the Rock the Revolution tour was do something a little different, something that is out of the ordinary, to try to remove the need for the corrupting influence of big money in politics. Do something a little different, and you can get media attention. And so far I've been extremely successful also with the mainstream media interviews that I've been doing here for the kickoff, and I hope to copy that and keep that going throughout the whole country. And that's awesome, Billy. Thank you for helping.
Yeah, it's a great idea. That's why, it's a lot of people in media are latching on to this that I've have reached out to and see if they want to do a story. It's a great idea, and that's why everybody's wanting to get in on it, and put it out there, which is good for everybody.
Yeah.
It is, and if we can help you too, we have on Sundays, we've got this 2-hour spot. What do you think, Charlene, if we can connect a little more closely with you and give you a venue to introduce some of the artists as you go through different towns?
That would be awesome. I'd love to give you guys updates as we go along, and that sounds wonderful. And everybody can also follow us on rocktherevolutiontour.com, and we hope to be able to do live streaming when we're having the shows, and looks like that's going to be happening. And love to come on again.
Smokey, have you rejoined us?
Yes, I have. My phone keeps acting up for some reason.
Well, we get all those OSMs here when we're trying to do the program. But what I really enjoyed too was having you meet Zak and Billy, and possibly, who knows, the wonderful Voodoo Stingray may be part of the tour with the Rock the Revolution.
That would be good.
That would be awesome, yeah. Now, Billy, you are a local musician in Texas?
Yes.
Is that how you... Very
well,
cool.
I play all over. Last year I played the nation's largest tea party in Greenville, South Carolina. There was about 10,000 people there. And this year I got asked to come back and play a tea party for the presidential debates. So there was senators, congressmen there, and 5 presidential candidates were there. And I got to meet Ron Paul, and he signed my guitar, which was really cool.
How cool is that?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's fantastic for me, because every time I take the stage, it gives me an opportunity to talk about Ron Paul.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, and I played with a couple of guys down there, one of them being Jordan Page. And yeah, we had a great time down there, and they asked me to come back and play a march on Washington, Washington D.C. at the Capitol. Now they've moved the date back on that, but I'll probably go to that as well.
Cool. Jordan will be joining us next Sunday, Jordan Page. What other politicians did you meet directly besides Ron Paul?
Well, I didn't actually directly meet any of them. There were several speakers, but it was when you have something going on like that, it's just chaotic. There's a lot of people there. Golly, I can't remember. There was quite a bit of vendors as well there. Oath Keepers actually are the people who funded me to come down there, oathkeepers.org, and those were really, really nice folks.
Stuart Rhodes.
Yes, very nice guy, very nice fellow. But there was quite a bit of support for this event. So there was quite a few people there. Fox News was there. There was a bunch of big news carriers there, so it was publicized quite a bit. It was a real nice event, and I met a guy with the Associated Press that's running a story on freedom music. So he's writing it on me and Jordan Page and another fellow that was there.
Awesome. Well, you have to come back, and hopefully this will be the first of many of the visits here, Billy, because we're all about peaceful noncompliance and unity, not into extremism and murder and death and destruction, just empowering ourselves and taking our world back.
Sounds great to me.
Hi, welcome back. We're on United We Strike Radio today, and it's the Sunday show with Musicians for Freedom. And my name is Charlene. And we've got some of Zak Carter and his musicians with us today, and he's heading up and organizing the Rock the Revolution tour. So we're going to say goodbye now to Billy Blaze. We've heard a few of your songs. Billy, what's your website?
All right, I've got a YouTube channel. It's Billy Blaze 7. That's Billy Blaze and the number 7, where I have some of the videos to the songs on my first CD. And some live performances. And my main website, which is doing a relaunch today, it's a new and improved site. It's billyblaze.net. And I want to thank you guys at United We Strike for having me on today. And I really want to thank Zak as well for, first of all, for the video that you made. It was very inspiring, and in my eyes, you're a hero to me for that alone. And I'm looking forward to going on the Rock the Revolution tour, and I hope everybody has a great day, and thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks a lot, Billy. Thank you so much, and we'll be seeing you on tour, we hope, very soon. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Billy.